Welcome back to planet Earth, where evolution, it seems, has hit a rather peculiar snag. The generation gap. Our journey begins with the Gen Z songbird, a creature of exquisite sensitivity. Rather than greeting the dawn with a symphony, it's currently engaged in a vital act of self-care, quiet quitting the forest. Apparently, one must protect one's peace before performing the rather arduous task of chirping. And here in the murky depths we encounter Bruce, the Gen X great white shark. A true alpha predator, he works 20 hours a day, fueled by cynicism and a deep existential dread that the younger fish don't want to work anymore. The sheer audacity of it. Now observe the profound wisdom of the Gen X lion, attempting to impart the ancient art of the hunt to his Gen Z cub. Our young protege, however, finds the stalking tutorial far more engaging when live-streamed. Yet alas, the hunt is cut short. The gazelle's vibes are off, you see, and killing it feels a bit like problematic gatekeeping. Truly the circle of life reimagined. And over here, a Gen X squirrel, tirelessly burying nuts for his 30th winter, a testament to prudent foresight. Meanwhile, his Gen Z nephew has taken up the noble cause of de-influencing the forest, convincing his peers that hoarding is toxic capitalism, and one should simply manifest acorns. One wonders if manifesting provides sufficient calories through the harsh winter. And now, a mid-roll interruption from our resident news analyst, a Gen X fox, breathlessly reporting on the existential crisis gripping the penguin colonies. Participation trophies, in the form of shiny rocks, are apparently ruining everything. Back in the hive, the Gen Z bees, having discovered the concept of work-life balance, are staging an HR meeting. Their primary demand? To work remote from a different flower naturally. Efficiency, it seems, is less important than a pleasant commute. Finally, we witness the majestic migration, led by a Gen X goose relying on centuries of grit and memory. His Gen Z counterparts, however, are busy optimizing the route based on which lakes offer the most aesthetically pleasing backdrop for a selfie. Priorities, priorities. But nature, in its infinite wisdom, occasionally throws a proper tantrum. A real-world challenge, a forest fire or storm descends upon our generational menagerie. The Gen X animals, true to form, snap into survival mode, silent, grumbling, and remarkably effective. The Gen Z animals, quite commendably, gather in a group circle to process the trauma. Because, of course, emotional well-being is paramount, even when facing fiery annihilation, and then a moment of unexpected synergy. The Gen Z animals, harnessing their formidable tech skills, mimicking human phone sounds no less, manage to scare off a potential threat. A moment of mutual, albeit deeply grumbling, respect passes between the generations. The narrator concludes that while Gen X merely survived the wild, Gen Z, with their innovative spirit, is undeniably making the wild trend. Join us next time for part 2, the boomer tortoise versus the Gen Alpha monkeys.